Hey yo, what's up guys? My name's Anita and let's talk about K-pop, shall we? Happy New Year! It is the new year and new camera, new lights. Everything's just new! Except me. I'm still me. So I thought I would kick off this year with a video idea that I had from last year that I really wanted to do, but I ended up not doing, and it is my top 5 favorite K-pop concerts that I've been to. And this is actually perfect because when I went to go see VIX in November, that was actually my 5th concert I've been to. So I was like, wow, perfect. I have enough concerts to put into a top 5. Yay! Now for those that are wondering, this is my own personal list, but I also went off what other people had said that had been to the very same concerts and same venues that I've been to. Because I know that for some artists, when they went to different venues, it was a different situation. So this is just what I've experienced and what other people have experienced going to the same venue as I have. And to make this list totally not biased, I actually created 5 different categories, and in each category the most number of points that they can get is 5. So the best score is actually 25 out of 25. The first category is the production level. Like, do they have sets? Was there anything going on with the mics? Like, how was the actual production portion of what happened on stage? And was it entertaining? Was it different? Or was it just lights and that was it? Second category is how were the fans when they were outside? Like, how were they in line? Were they nice? Was there any drama and stuff like that? The third category is how were the fans inside? Because I definitely know for one category the fans were completely different from when they were in line versus when they were actually inside. And this goes into, were they pushing? Were they shoving? Were they cursing? Were they actually really polite? Were they trying to talk over the idols? You know, stuff like that. Fourth category is the organization of everything. Were the people that were organizing it really organized? If there were 2 separate kinds of tickets, did they separate those people in the beginning, or did they create a mess towards the time of the concert? Also, did the organizers keep everyone up to date on what was going on with the concert? If there was any ticket changes, if there were time changes, were they being on top of it and letting people know what was going on? The last category is tickets. Were the ticket prices really reasonable? Did you get your money's worth from the concert and stuff like that? And when I go through each of the concerts, I'm just going to give a little snippet about the concert and say what really helps the group and what really hurt them in the long run. I'm going to do a blog post with the actual numbers for each of the category for each of the groups, and the link for that will be down below. Number 5 on this list was actually really surprising to me, but it's actually VIX. I went to go see VIX back in November. I saw them at Terminal 5 in New York City, and they got a rating of 14 out of 25 from my rating system. For people that went to the concert, they would probably be surprised at why I gave this such a low score, but the thing that really hurt VIX in the long run was the organizers. For organization, I gave it a 1 because they were just absolutely horrible. The group that was organizing everything was Limelight, and they were just constantly changing ticket prices, constantly postponing the sale of ticket prices. They were constantly promising fans something that Jellyfish was like, wait, we did not approve of this, and kept having to go back on their word on a lot of stuff. And with the concert being done for a couple months, there are still people who haven't gotten any of their merch that they purchased. And for those that want things, they still haven't gotten the prices either. So it's just a really big mess with them. And the organization skills are just absolutely horrible. That's the thing that really hurt VIX with it. Number 4 on this list is BAP back in 2013. Yeah, I know, for people who have been to the New York City BAP concert, this will definitely be a shocker. I actually thought that this one was going to be last place just because out of the 5 concerts, for me personally, this was actually my least favorite concert that I've been to. But it got a rating of 15 out of 25. It did 1 point better than VIX, and the point difference really wasn't the production value, because with VIX, they did have VCRs and they did, you know, have lights, but also with VIX their mics kept cutting out, and it was just bad production wise. I mean, it could have been better and it could have been worse, but production wise with VIX versus BAP's was actually a lot better. And then also they had the cool scanning thing where they were pretending to scan the members to give like their bios and stuff, which I thought was really cool. And then also with Jungkook's solo stage when he had his little DJ area, I thought that was really cool too. So it's just a little bit different than just your normal concert, which is why with that 1 point better in production over VIX gave them this number 4 spot. Number 3 on this list is Block B. Now with Block B, they actually got a rating of 17 out of 25 for this, and the thing that sort of hurt them in this one was as well the stage production, just because they were just standing on a circular stage. There wasn't anything too fancy about it, which is fine, but I mean, with me adding production into this mix for the rating system, it did hurt them a bit. The thing that actually saved Block B from being at a lower position were the BBCs. Oh my god, BBCs were so awesome and so fantastic. I love standing in line with them. They were absolute sweethearts, and I got to know a lot of them, and it wasn't too chaotic and it wasn't too spastic, but I also think that this was ultimately because it was an all-seating venue. Number 2 on this list is Infinite with 18 out of 25 rating. Now, the thing that really helped Infinite with this is their production. Oh my god, their production value was awesome. Their VCRs actually had a plot line, and it didn't feel like they were having a VCR just so that the members can change costumes. And then also with the production, with each of the individual members' time on stage, that production was also over the top. I mean, you have Woo Hyun going through the second mezzanine area and then serenading a fan. You had Myung-soo with like sort of like a setup like a park on stage, and had a big giant teddy bear and his guitar and a bench. And then also with the DJ duo of Seungyeol and Seungjung, like it made it more over the top, and it made it more like, wow, like they actually put thought and they just put more production into it, and they actually used sets, and they actually did more with what they were given. Number 1, the last group on our list. And the funny thing is, when I talk about this particular concert with all K-popers who have also been to a bunch of other concerts, they agree with me and say that this concert is the best concert. So number 1 on our list is U-KISS. U-KISS. Now the reason why U-KISS is number 1 on the list is because their fans were amazing, both in the line and inside. The ticket prices were really reasonable. Just everything about U-KISS was perfect. This actually got a 23 out of 25 rating. Everything was almost perfect except for the production, because the production, sort of like with VIX, it was just meh in a way. I mean, there wasn't anything too special. I mean, they were on stage and then they had different things on the screen, but like they didn't have that many props, and it wasn't like too over the top. But I definitely feel like for the price of my ticket, it definitely was worth it, and it left me a really good impression on both U-KISS and Kiss Me's. And the funny thing is, if people ask me like to recommend them a concert to go to, I automatically say U-KISS, because you won't be pushed, you won't be shoved, you won't be surrounded by rude fans. Everyone is really nice, and everyone's really polite, and it was just all around phenomenal and just amazing, and I would go back in a heartbeat. Like, I am very low on money right now, but if I heard that U-KISS was coming, I would be like trying to scrap every little penny I had to go to this concert. Even if I didn't get pit tickets, if I could just at least sit in the seats, I would be fine. I would want to go see U-KISS again, because that show was just so amazing, and the fans were so awesome, and it was so much fun, and definitely the most memorable concert that I've been to out of all 5 of them. And that's it. That's my top 5 K-pop concerts list. If I left out any concerts out there, that just means I haven't been to them. Especially during November, there was a lot of concerts that came. There was AOMG, there was 2PM, there was G.O.D. I wouldn't include Baby Metal on this list, but Baby Metal was there. And I know coming up, FT Island's coming, I won't be able to see them. Top Dog's coming, again, I won't be able to see them. There's rumors of Super Junior is coming, but I really highly doubt that I'll be able to go see them. I want to to go see the Super Junior. I want to go to a super show. And again, I'm going to make a blog post with a more in-depth review of each of the concerts and show the scores from the individual categories for each concert. And that will all be down below. My name is Anita, and have an awesome day. Bye.